Welcome to my World History Notes, where I read from the book I wrote to teach homeschoolers world history. A Bible believer looks at world history. It goes up through the end of World War II from the very beginning. Um, you can find it on lulu.com, amazon.com, or the Bible Baptist Bookstore, or just follow me here. You don't have to, I don't expect anyone, and I know that people aren't going to agree with all my conclusions, but you should know about the topics, the events, and the people that I'm discussing. You should have some kind of an idea about them and look them up if you don't know them now. Um, so we're going to begin. We're talking about the seven wonders of the ancient world, and today we're going to talk about the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. So to begin, in 377 BC, the city of Halicarnassus was the capital of a small kingdom along the Mediterranean coast of Asia Minor. It was in that year that the ruler of the land, Hecatomnus of Mylassa died and left control of the kingdom to his son, Mausolus Hecatomnus, a local satrap to the Persians who had been ambitious and taken control of several neighboring cities and districts. Mausolus, in his time, extended the territory so that it included much of southwestern Asia Minor. Mausolus, with his queen Artemisia, ruled over Halicarnassus and the surrounding territory for 24 years. Mausolus, though he was descended from the local people, spoke Greek and admired the Greek way of life and government. He founded many cities of Greek design along the coast and encouraged Greek democratic traditions. Then in 353 BC, Mausolus died, leaving his queen Artemisia, who was also his sister. It was a custom in Caria for rulers to marry their own sisters, brokenhearted. As a tribute to him, she decided to build the most splendid tomb in the known world. It became a structure so famous that Mausolus' name is now associated with all stately tombs throughout our modern world, mausoleums. The building was also so beautiful and unique, it became one of the seven wonders of the ancient world. Soon after construction of the tomb started, Artemisia found herself in a crisis. Rhodes, an island in the Aegean Sea between Greece and Asia Minor, had been conquered by Mausolus. When the Rhodians heard of his death, they rebelled and sent a fleet of ships to capture the city of Halicarnassus. Knowing that the Rhodian fleet was on its way, Artemisia hid her own ships as a secret location at the east end of the city's harbor. After troops from the Rhodian fleet disembarked to attack, Artemisia's fleet made a surprise raid, captured the Rhodian fleet, and towed it out to sea. Artemisia put her own soldiers on the invading ships and sailed them back to Rhodes. Fooled into thinking that the returning ships were their own victorious navy, the Rhodians failed to put up a defense, and the city was easily captured, quelling the rebellion. The mausoleum overlooked the city of Halicarnassus for many centuries. It was untouched when the city fell to Alexander the Great in 334 BC, and still undamaged after attacks by pirates in 62 and 58 BC. It stood above the city ruins for some 17 centuries. Then a series of earthquakes shattered the columns and sent the stone chariot crashing to the ground. By 1404 AD, only the very base of the mausoleum was still recognizable. Crusaders who had occupied the city from the 13th century onward recycled the broken stone into their own buildings. In 1522, rumors of a Turkish invasion caused crusaders to strengthen the castle at Halicarnassus, which is by then known as Bodrum, and that's the descendants of crusaders. It's much of the remaining portions of the tomb was broken up and used within the castle walls. Indeed, sections of polished marble from the tomb can still be seen there today. In 1846, the British Museum sent the archaeologist Charles Thomas Newton to search for more remains of the mausoleum. He had a difficult job. He didn't know the exact location of the tomb, and the cost of buying up the small parcels of land in the area to look for it would have been astronomical. Instead, Newton studied the accounts of ancient writers like Pliny to obtain the approximate size and location of the memorial, and then bought a plot of land in the most likely location. Digging down, Newton explored the surrounding area through tunnels he dug under the surrounding plots. He was able to locate some walls, a staircase, and finally three corners of the foundation. With this knowledge, Newton was able to figure out which plots of land he needed to buy. Newton then excavated the site and found sections of the reliefs that decorated the walls of the building and portions of the step roof. Also, a broken stone chariot wheel, some 7 feet in diameter, from the sculpture on the roof was discovered. Finally, he found statues of Mausolus and Artemisia that had stood at the pinnacle of the building. Today, these works of art stand in the Mausoleum room at the British Museum. There, the images of Mausolus and his queen forever watch over the few broken remains of the beautiful tomb she built for him. Now, other than wanting to go back and study the 1522 rumors of a Turkish invasion, um, I want to check on the veracity of that I read and studied before, just to confirm. This is all we'll do today. Well, next time we'll talk about the Pharaoh's Lighthouse at Alexandria. All right. I hope you have a good day, and thank you for watching.